Hey everybody, it's Watachi, still running free. Uh, Everybody, I want you guys to know this channel's only been up less than a month. I got 14 subs and less than 600 views. YouTube's already taken down my videos. They're scared to death of me. Community guideline strike. I did a video this morning, put it on about 8 o'clock or so. And some people got to see it, but it didn't stay up long. They didn't like what I had to say. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys right now, I'm going to go ahead and set up another channel that's going to be Watachi Running Free Roman numerals 3. It's going to be the third one. So it's going to be Watachi Running Free 3. The Roman numerals 3. And I'm going to get that set up here probably tomorrow or the next day. Use it as a backup for when they shut this one down. I can go to that one. Now this one here is going to make, I'll have 4 channels running that I've got to keep some kind of something going on them at all times. So it might, the videos, I might have to jump back and forth with them. Now this Watachi Running Free 3 will only, like I said, I'll only use it like a backup. I'll put some stuff on there, let you guys know about it if you're interested in it. I'll probably, since I already got one strike on this channel, if there's something I really want to say, I'll throw it on that other one because I got a freebie strike on that'll come on it. So I'm going to end up having to bounce around to keep them from just completely shutting my mouth. But they take down one, I put up 3. Or I've got up 2 right now, but I'm going to have up 3. So I guess if they take down 2, I'll to put up 6. Keep them so damn busy deleting my damn videos and channel and shit that they can't delete any of your guys. They leave you guys alone. I don't know. But it was funny because I was talking in that first video this morning about the giant eagle came out and put out some kind of message in the news or something that they were going to force vaccinate their people that work for them, and they were also going to have to wear a mask, and anybody coming into the building would have to wear a mask. Period. They're not. Our governor ain't even said anything about bringing anything like that in. Giant Eagle's taking it on their own to do this. Well, that wasn't up for very long, and they've had to come out and redact what they already said and said, no, we're not going to force everybody to wear a mask that's coming in, but we're going to suggest it. So, see, people, these guys think they're above the laws. And there's one thing they haven't been paying no attention to. And I know this because there's people that work in warehousing jobs and construction jobs and different types of jobs where OSHA's involved. And what OSHA has went out here and told these people is no. The people in charge, like the government and you know who, these people can't be held accountable for any of this. Any of it. So, when you force the people that work for you to wear a mask or get vaccinated, that's going to fall under OSHA. And OSHA says you can't do it. They even came out and told a few companies already. Let's put it like this. If you want to force masks on people and you want to vaccinate them, anything that happens to them because they did that in order to keep their jobs, we're going to help them sue the hell out of you. That's what OSHA told them. That's funny. That's funny. Because those places that have already got OSHA backing them and shit, they're not wearing the mask and they're not going to be vaccinated either. So it's funny, people, because there are some people out here that still have morals that work in high places. They're just few and far between. Hopefully, when it comes down to it, they'll be able to make a big enough stink that it'll make the government back off. If not, we all know you people ain't going to do nothing. We all know that. Don't expect you to get off your couch. But if somebody, I'll comment on it. If somebody puts up a video, I might comment on it. Let me tell you something, folks. I was going up here at the mall tonight, or this afternoon. And I'm walking out of there, and there's which I pretty much think it was a guy stolen valor, but he was wearing the dress Marines uniform, full dress. Well, we call them Class A's in the Army, but I don't think they call them Class A's in the Marines. But this guy had the whole uniform on, and I didn't catch it at first. He even had his damn cover on his head inside the building, and I didn't even think about it until after I left, and I called my son because he's a Marine. He was active, but he's not active anymore. But he told me that the kid, if it was a guy in his class or his dress uniform, and he was inside a building with his cover on, he was wrong, and he shouldn't have been. And I told him, because I know the rank, this guy was wearing staff sergeant stripes on his arm. Now, I didn't look at his hat, but it probably had it on there. But I walked up behind this guy. I didn't. I was seeing him from behind. And I saw he was dressed as a Marine, and so I walked up behind him and I said, "Hey, buddy," and he turned around, and man, it looked like about a 19-year-old kid with staff sergeant stripes on his arm. Is that possible? I doubt it, because I've known people that were in for 17 years to get staff sergeant. So this kid didn't look old enough to be a staff sergeant, but I didn't put everything together while I was standing there. But I looked at him and I asked him, I said, when are you guys going to uphold your oath? And he looked at me and he goes, and I go, man, you ain't doing it. I said, look at what's getting ready to happen with these needles now. I said, when you guys going to uphold your oath? And he just looked at me with a blank look on his face, and I walked away. And then as I was walking, I was thinking about it, man, this guy had no balls. No balls. Then I remembered he had his hat on, his cover on. This clown was a freaking stolen valor. He was probably wearing his brother's uniform or something, his older brother's Marine uniform. And he probably just got big enough to fit into it or something, because he looked young, folks. I'm telling you, he didn't look like he was older than about 19, 20. And I don't even care if you got 4 years of college under your belt. You're not going in as a staff sergeant in the Marines. It ain't going to happen. So this guy was a stolen valor guy. That's why he didn't have nothing to say when I asked him. And I would have made a big deal about it if I would have realized it at the time. I would have made a clown out of him right there in front of everybody. But he got away with it this time. If I see him again, next time I'm going to make him prove to me he's in the military. Show me his military ID or something. He don't have to, but if he's in the military, he'll do it just to prove he's in the military. But people, I don't know what you guys are going to do. You're going to let this, they're getting ready to lock us down again. no matter whether you want it, like it, or not. New York, look at what they're doing there. That governor came out today, or not governor, mayor of New York. He came out and said, New York is a beautiful place. It has a lot to offer everybody that lives here. But the time has come where it's time everybody gets vaccinated. So, on a certain date, I think it's either the end of this month or the beginning of next month, it will be mandatory vaccines. If you want to be able to be a part of society and enjoy the things that New York City has to offer you. And he told them that if you didn't want to be vaccinated, then you could no longer be a part of society in New York. People, that's where the shit starts here. Either in New York or LA or San Francisco, somewhere in California or New York state is where this crap usually starts. And then the rest of the governors and shit spread it throughout the country. Well, it's already in New York City, folks, and it's already in Kentucky down there. Somebody I know went down as a vacation or a trip down to Kentucky to do something, and they had to either prove that they had a vaccination or they had to wear a mask to do whatever they were doing. So, what is proving you have a vaccination, people? But that's your papers. Your papers, please. Your papers, please. Schnell. Does it remind you of anywhere? Anything you've ever heard about in history? Germany? Papers, please. That's what it's coming to. They backed off of that federal license. I was back in the B&B again today, and that sign that they had up there a few weeks ago when I went and got my license straightened out said that they were going to, I think it was August 21st, they were going to, if you didn't have this federal license, you wouldn't be able to fly. Well, now they've moved it back to 2023. I guess not enough people was getting that license, so that was going to put the airplane business out of business. They're not going to cut their own throats, folks. Who do you think owns the airlines? Well, I don't know, guys. What are you going to do? Just going to sit on that couch and watch CNN? Believe Trump's going to be president again? By the time the next election rolls around, people, there won't be no elections. Do you not understand that? Do you not understand how fast they're rolling this shit out now? And all of you that did bowed down to that, and you know what? You do have what they claim in you now. You let them put it there. Before, it wasn't real. It could not affect you until you let them put it there. Did you ever think about that? It's not going to be us. It's the threat to humanity. It'll be you guys. And even if it's not, they're going to pit you guys against us. And they're already getting you to do it. So, you're still going to be a threat to humanity. Just remember, there's more guns in this country than there are people. And once society pushes you completely out of it, then the rules and laws go out the window. There's a lot of people out here, you don't want to be lawless. See, my laws, whether man's laws falls or not, God laws, I still follow those. There's a lot of people that won't have those laws to follow. And when that man's law becomes worthless, you're going to have to deal with them. They're going to be ruthless. When there is nothing left to lose, go balls out. You guys make no mistake, God loves us all. And I love you too. And the only way out of this is through Jesus Christ. Make no mistake about that. You better knock on that door if you haven't already. You better hope he'll answer. Because it says in Revelations that there'll come a time when he won't answer any more calls. Anybody else knocking, he won't answer. They're just going to have to be dealt with the rest of them. And I wouldn't want to be that person. So if I was you, I would suggest you do something about it now while you still have a chance. If not, you may not get the chance. So you guys have a good night out there tonight. And maybe this video, they'll let it be downloaded. If not, remember guys, Watachi running free 3, Roman numerals 3 will be my backup channel, and I'll set it up probably tomorrow or the next day. So they're going to shut this channel down. There's no doubt about it. Hell, I'll be lucky to get 50 subs before they shut it down. So it don't matter to me. I'm still going to say my piece, whether there's anybody listening or not. So you guys have a good night out there. Till next one.